This is the final episode. We go from solo agents to full systems and complete the intermediate stack. Welcome to episode 8, the final one. You have built every layer of the intermediate stack. Today, we go further. Multi-agent systems, how to measure whether your AI actually works, and where to go after this course. Here is the problem with one agent doing everything. You're asking a single model to be the researcher, the writer, the reviewer, and the quality checker all at once. That works for simple tasks. For complex work, it falls apart. The solution is specialization. An orchestrator agent breaks the goal into pieces and delegates. A researcher agent searches and returns structured notes. A writer agent takes those notes and produces polished output. Each agent does one thing well. The system as a whole does more than any single agent could. Here is how a real researcher-writer pipeline works in code. You create two agents using different models. The researcher gets GPT-4 Mini, which is fast and cheap. The writer gets GPT-4o, which produces higher quality output. Both are just async functions that call the LLM with a clear system prompt. The orchestrator calls them in sequence, passing the researcher output directly into the writer input. The key in insight: use the right model for each job. Speed where it matters, quality where it matters. This keeps cost low while maximizing output. LangGraph is for when your workflow needs to branch or loop. Linear function chains cannot handle this. If the writing quality is too low, go back and research again. LangGraph models your workflow as a graph. Nodes are Python functions. Edges connect them. Conditional edges route based on state. The state type flows through every node. All agents share one object. You define the graph, add nodes, add conditional routing, compile it, and invoke. LangGraph handles all the orchestration. Yeah, you just write Python. Most people ship AI they have tested by hand 3 or 4 times. That is not testing, that is hoping. The professional multi-agent systems built. Now, the skill that separates engineers from guessers, actually measuring whether your AI works. Approach is evaluations. You create a test set of known question-answer pairs. You run your agent against every test case. You score the results using an LLM-as-a-judge. GPT-4 scoring your GPT-4 mini outputs on a rubric of accuracy and completeness. This scales to hundreds of test cases automatically. Set a target score. Anything below that score means your prompt or model needs work. That is how you improve systematically instead of guessing. Look at what you have built across 8 episodes. Layer 1, prompt engineering with RCTF and chain of thought. Layer 2, direct API integration with structured output. Layer 3, RAG pipelines with embeddings and vector search. Layer 4, agent frameworks with the React loop and LangChain. Layer 5, MCP servers and custom tools. Layer 6, memory systems with Redis and Postgres. Layer 7, deployment with Fast API and Railway. Layer 8, multi-agent systems with LangGraph and evaluation. That is the complete intermediate AI engineering stack. Most developers working in AI today are at layer 2 or 3. You now have all 8. 3 paths forward from here. Path 1 is fine-tuning. Take open source models like Llama or Mistral and train them on your own data. Better performance for your specific use case. Lower inference cost, full control. Path 2 is open source models locally. Run Llama 3 or Phi on your own machine with Ollama, no API costs. Your data never leaves your machine. Path 3 is the most important one. Build something real. You have all the pieces. Pick a problem you care about. Use the stack. Ship it. Get users. Iterate. That is how products are built. That is the course. You built the complete intermediate AI engineering stack: prompts, APIs, RAG agents, MCP, memory, deployment, and multi-agent systems with evaluation. The gap between knowing and doing is where most people live forever. You now have the knowledge. You finished the intermediate course, 8 episodes, 8 layers. Now the only move is to build something real.